Okay, guys, you now know what a renovation normally is consisting of. You don't need to be an expert in knowing what is actually happening. The same that I am not an expert in all these different phases, but I don't know from the outside, from the general perspective, what is happening and which other phase is coming when something has been done. And it's also important, the stronger you are and stronger you feel towards a contractor, they cannot make use of you that much, which they try to do a lot of times when you don't have that much knowledge. So important. We just wanted to give you a couple of extra tips for a buy-to-let renovation just to have in mind. And the first tip is you wouldn't renovate your buy-to-let apartment like it is your own apartment, okay? And why? Because the own apartment you're living in, normally you're spending a little bit more money into quality, into how it looks like, how it feels like, because well, you're living in it yourself. You want to do everything you can to be feeling well. With a buy-to-let property, somebody else is living there, and a lot of times these other people are not treating it in a way that you normally should be treating an apartment. And what is happening then a lot of times, the deterioration or the things that are being broken in apartments you're not living yourself, which you rented out, is higher. It's not their own apartment. So also have that in mind with spending money into the renovation of your buy-to-let property. And that brings me to the next point, and that is to always balance well how much money you spend and which quality or renovation quality you are after with your buy-to-let project. Okay, it depends on who you focus on. Is that a corporate high-paying tenant, then you should be spending more money to your renovation. But if it's a simple family that is not onto or looking for the highest quality, you should also be basing there your quality and your budget, your renovation budget on. That's important. Look at the target customer that's going to rent your apartment and double down and then make the decisions that are supporting that specific people to be liking your apartment. Now, what is important for us is that we have a fine line between making it look nice and also robust at the same time. And what do we mean with that? Is that robust is that it needs to be able to survive several tenant generations. Okay, so the apartment should be not completely in a state that you need to redo it after one tenant generation, because then you'd just be spending and spending and spending. It needs to look nice, but always think of when you're not living in it yourself to make it robust for multiple years. Like we're doing, for example, a lot with our room rent or co-living strategy here in Barcelona, is what we do. We renovate it, and then at the same moment, we know that multiple people are going to live in the apartment in the rooms, so we make it robust.